We have been looking up to the sky since the beginning of history. Whenever the sun goes down, these stars were our ancestors' companions. They imagined patterns in those starry nights and named them. They considered them ancient heroes, worshipped them by personifying them as gods. The very first religions were stellar cults. Sumerians followed astral theology and they recorded a catalogue of stars and constellations. Indian sages recorded the motion of the sun and moon, studied the precision of equinoxes and their relations with different seasons. Egyptian pyramids are aligned towards the pole star. Ancient texts mention the position of a star in a particular constellation in coded messages. Egyptians started their yearly calendar with the rising of Sirius. All these things tell us one thing, that we were stargazers. We looked at the sky in those starry nights and questioned their nature, came up with different explanations and involved them in our daily life with rituals, timekeeping and astrology. Today, when we look around at night in big cities polluted by harmful gases and lights, somehow we feel a loss of contact with the twinkling stars. We search for some places where we can see the glory of the sky in its full beauty and learn about the cosmos. Today, we will look at a few places that are best for stargazers and space lovers. My name is Siddharth and you are watching The World of Science. Kennedy Space Center. Let's start with the locations for space lovers, and what could be a better place than the site that took us to the moon. We are talking about the historic Kennedy Space Center located near Cape Canaveral, Florida. Today, this place provides exhibitions for different rocket models, the Astronaut Hall of Fame, and simulations for space flight. If you could be lucky, then you can listen to the former astronauts visiting there and sharing their experiences. You can see Atlantis orbiter simulations for the Mars base, a restored Saturn V launch vehicle that was used in Apollo missions. It also contains a real-size replica of the Hubble Space Telescope. Millions of space lovers visit this place every year, and occasionally one can buy tickets to watch rocket launches in real life. What could be a better experience than this for a space nerd? NASA Space Center, Houston. This place has the largest collection of spacesuits and moon rock samples on public display. It also houses spacecraft such as Apollo 17 and Gemini 5. It is a science museum organized by NASA containing more than 400 space artifacts, travel exhibits, and theaters that show the history of human missions to space. If you're a fan of space travel, then this is a must-go place for you. Just imagine seeing lunar samples in front of you, questions arising in mind about the composition of the rock and comparing it with Earth's soil. You can also see the lunar module test vehicle that was used for the landing mission on the moon. This is the only place that contains the world's only space shuttle replica. So for those of you who are fans of NASA's flagship model, this is your destination. Also, if you want to learn about Mars mission, they are organizing various exhibitions about them too. Cherry Springs State Park, United States. In the state of Pennsylvania, there is an 82-acre state park surrounded by a 262,000-acre state forest famous for black cherry trees. This place is the hub for astronomers and stargazers from all around the world. Every year around August, people gather at this place to watch the Perseid meteor shower. This place has ideal conditions to observe celestial objects for 50 to 90 days of the year. Away from the lights of cities, you can see the Milky Way in its full glory. You can have your telescope arrangements and watch planets and stars that are not so easy to look around from other places. This place is known as one of the darkest skies in the United States and is classified as a place with almost no light pollution. Nearly 10,000 stars are visible there with naked eyes in comparison to 2,000 stars that are normally seen elsewhere. As the cherry on the top, you can also watch Aurora Borealis from the park during winters. Nubra Valley and Pangong So Lake. Nubra Valley is a historical region of Ladakh, and its name in Tibetan means a valley of flowers. The valley is formed by the junction of two rivers, Shyok and Nubra, present at an altitude of 3,000 meters. The valley is 128 miles long and covers an area of 9,200 square miles, and its southern end extends till Pangong Lake. This place is one of the most visited places for stargazing. The valley is the stargazer's dream. At such height, with a clear sky and far away from any kind of pollution, the star-filled sky is a sight one cannot even imagine. The natural scenery adds up the beauty and the experience is surreal. Next time, if you're planning a trip there, take a telescope with you. Indian Astronomical Observatory. Another place of interest in Ladakh is the world's highest located site for optical, infrared and gamma ray telescopes operated by the Indian Institute of Astrophysics, Bangalore. It is the 10th highest optical telescope in the world, present at a height of 4,500 meters. To reach there requires a 10-hour drive from Leh. Observatories are nice places to visit. Some major discoveries have happened in such observatories throughout the world, such as the discovery of the expansion of the universe by Edwin Hubble in Mount Wilson Observatory. You can look through the telescope and learn about the processes such as focusing, resolution, spectroscopy, Doppler shift, etc. This observatory has two telescopes. One is 2-meter optical infrared Himalayan Chandra telescope and the second is the high altitude gamma ray telescope. Although most of the time the observatory is maintained remotely through a satellite link, one can visit and have a tour and see the telescopes and their arrangements in reality. Places like these are scattered throughout the world. This is the first part of our video series on the best places for space lovers. Stay tuned for the next part. Meanwhile, you can find more details about these places in the description. So which one among these will you add to your travel bucket list? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video interesting, please leave a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Check out our new Hindi channel from the description below. Do follow us on Instagram for daily quality content that'll make you fall in love with science. Make sure you subscribe to the World of Science. Until next time, stay scientific.